75 years celebrating Jamestown. Thank you very, very much for being here this afternoon. I would like to introduce our Director of Animation Art and Illusion that has basically put a lot of hours into this auction for today. Jim Knott, we have a few words to say, and then we'll tell you how this auction is going to go.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? All right, you got to do me a favor. I do a lot of these auctions. I think this is the age of technology. And the very first auction I ever went to for this company 5 years ago, we did $10 million, and there were 3 people in the room. And, you know, the product was 90, so I'm used to, like, being afraid to touch my nose, you know, something's going to happen. So, do me a favor. I want to take a picture. You know, I don't know anything about technology, but this is going to make my children really happy. I'm going to take a selfie of you all holding out your bibber paddles for me. Hold on, this is a brand new phone. So hold up those bibber paddles for me, and everybody say, Ghost Town. Ghost Town. Okay, thank you very much. My name is Jim Lentz. I do all the animation art for Heritage Auctions, and I have just a really quick little story to tell you why we are all here today. 2 years ago in February, I was visiting friends of mine in Burbank, California, and there was a little boy on his computer, and I said, Dominic, what are you doing there? He says, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my birthday. I'm going to be 10. Double digits, Mr. Lentz. I said, what are your options? He said, Magic Mountain or some Disney company. Something Disney he was talking about. And I said to him, well, why don't you go to Knott's Berry Farm, America's first theme park? And he said to me, I don't know what Knott's Berry Farm is. I said, well, it's in the newspaper today. They're going to fix up that log ride, and as a dad of 4, I know how to duck, and you'll get wet, and I'll laugh at you when we get off. And as a typical 9 going on 10-year-old said, hey, what's the height restriction? I said, well, you'll have to look that up. Fast forward 6 months later, I got a phone call from their mother who said, now I live in Florida, I work in Dallas, and by the way, I see my wife not a lot because I'm out here working, and she's in the house today. Give a round of applause for Mrs. Lentz. People in this company didn't believe I had a wife. But anyway, I got a phone call 6 months later. Where are you? Are you in Florida? Are you in Dallas? I said, I'm with my good friend Dave, who happens to be here on the aisle. I said, in Laguna Beach. They said, well, there's a soon-to-be 10-year-old that thinks you're taking him tomorrow to Knott's Berry Farm. I put my hand on the phone and I said to my friend, I think we got to go to Knott's Berry Farm. And he said, well, I got a season pass, don't you? So off we went to Knott's Berry Farm. Now my history is not as rich as yours, but in 1976, the very first time I ever got in an airplane to visit my high school buddy, Rick Davis, at 11:20 at night, he convinced me to go on obviously there was no ocean in 1976, because I went on some parachute ride that all I did was hold a bar and took me up to the heavens. I don't think I could go on a ride for 2 years after that. I came back in 1983 with my wife, pretty much a newlywed, and there was a thing called the Chicken Restaurant. It was Thanksgiving. It was sold out, but it says, you know, we'll take standbys. We were promptly seated. Turn your phone off, Mr. Lentz. We were promptly seated, and my wife looked at me and said, if I lived out here, I don't think I'd ever cook again. I would be coming here every Thanksgiving. And then I took my oldest children here in the 1990s, and we were promptly robbed on a train, if I recall. So we took young Dominic Rondinella to Knott's Berry Farm, and I noticed an awful lot of things were going on to get ready for the 75th, and I had an idea. This wasn't anybody trying to sell off anything or anybody saying we're going to get rid of our legacy. I wrote a letter. And when I used to work at Disney, we would sell park things to our fans during our Disneyana conventions in the 1990s and our D23 conventions. I said, you know, if you really want to tell the story of this wonderful park, you ought to do an auction celebrating 75 years of Ghost Town. But you should have things from not only Ghost Town, Camp Snoopy, Soak City, Independence Hall, you know, Knott's Scary Farm, Knott's Merry Farm. You should give me something from the amusement park. You should give me some art. We should really tell a story. And it took us about 2 years to find the inventory, and then we all looked at each other one day, and we said, you know, how are we going to photograph this? And we built in the barn, where I met most of you yesterday, a photography studio. That was kind of an interesting story, how to build a photography studio in that barn. Then we had to figure out how we were going to display it, where we were going to display it, and I thank the city of Winter Park for letting us do that beautiful display there. So It's been a two-year project for this love affair, and I have to tell you that I have never worked with a better group of employees. The guys at the stables, the guys in landscaping, Jeff Shattuck, Marta Armstrong, so many people just couldn't do enough to make this a really, really special event. So you warmed my heart by all coming. I loved hearing all your stories at Ghost Town the last 2 days. So sit back, just remember Ghost Town rocks, and have a lot of fun today. Give yourselves all a big round of applause. Have fun.